G'day guys! So, well, I guess you can probably tell I've got these panda eyes going on because, well, I've been on holiday, and that explains a little bit why I haven't been publishing any content because, well, quite simply I've been away and the internet access was a little bit mediocre. I did actually do a test on the speed and it was poor. You could actually see that in this image. It was really poor. Yeah, nothing got uploaded, but yeah, I had a fantastic time and I was fortunate enough to also actually get a flight in a heli, and that was purely because the essentially all the ferries got cancelled, and the island we were staying at made the decision to pretty much put us on a heli and fly us back to mainland. So that was kind of cool because well, the whole family enjoyed it. It was nice. But what are we talking about today? Beta75X HD. Now, this is a fantastic little DJI 75X. It's, you know, I used to fly the regular 75X with analog, and something I have always wanted was an equivalent in the DJI goggle format, because you know what? I fly this sort of thing around the garden. There are places you can fly a Whoop which you just kind of can't pull out your bigger quad, so I've been looking forward to just getting out and trying something like this. And I kind of had two minds, you know, will it actually take the weight? But I've been pleasantly surprised. So this particular version is running Crossfire on it. I've installed a little Crossfire Micro. You probably can't really see in the picture, but it's in here, and I've got the antenna all wrapped around the frame and everything, yeah. And essentially what Beta FPV have done is done a naked vista, I believe they call it, and they kind of take the heat sink off the vista boards and everything to make the whole thing just that much lighter. And surprisingly, it flies great. Now, there are some significant differences, and probably the main thing compared to the analog version, beyond the HD link on it, is essentially that you're going to need a 3S battery to fly this thing. Now, you could, and I say you could fly it on 2S, it will hover, it will go around, but 3S is just unbelievably good. And I've been very, very happy with the performance. But yeah, despite that, and you know, don't get me wrong here, this is a quad well worth buying if you are into this sort of thing. Superb. But I already have my kind of eyes set on completely gutting all the components and changing it to something different. And the rationale behind this is purely, I love these sort of things. So this is a Beta FPV, I think it was an HX100 maybe, which is an analog toothpick. It weighs about the same as that. I haven't actually put it on a scale, but I can't see there being much more than 10 grams difference. And what's curious to me, you've got 8,000 kV motors on there, you've got 8,000 kV motors on there. I actually think it's the same motors. The biggest difference is you've got a digital flight stack on top. So I kind of, you know, I prefer the durability of this sort of frame versus this sort of frame. And the vast majority of my flying is never indoors, it's out in the garden. I want something I can fly at home in full HD. So my next little mission is going to be to pull all the guts of that onto that. And I'm going to try do that over the next 2 weeks. I can't guarantee I'll manage to fit it in, but if I do, I should end up with this lovely little blue frame all screwed to this HX100 frame, and we'll see how it goes. I think it's going to fly great. I think I'll be thrilled with it, and I think it will fly better than this. But don't get me wrong, this is a fantastic quad. For the money, it is superb if you're looking at an HD Whoop. But I just want something that's a little bit more punchy outside, and I think that the better frame will make me feel like I can crash it into things and actually survive it. Whereas at the moment with that, I'm not convinced I will. Hey, one of those things. But anyway, so I've got a little bit of footage I'm going to throw up just from a little bit of the flying I had while I was on holiday, and it was all done with this. You know, I didn't have much with me in the way of drones or anything, so I had my Crossfire transmitter, the goggles, and the tiny sort of Beta75X HD, and it was good fun. Hey, enjoy guys, cheers!
Bye.